all outcomes have already been decided. Welcome to the Abyss Garden, a secluded land where we create endless pathways, unique cards made to inspire your stories, and to help you design unique artworks. This week, we are once again losing ourselves into the tale of a new character. For each of these 6 days, from Monday to Saturday, we are selecting a random card from our endless collection. Their purpose is to help us rekindle the flames of creation, to help us bring to life a new scene in the garden. The pathway we used today was called the Omen Carrier, and it states that heavy is the insight of incoming events. Behind these words stands a vision, one of a being with hints from the future, a character unable to do anything else but to watch the inevitable events unfold before its eyes, every little piece playing its part as intended. On one hand, it is a somewhat complex emotion to fully grasp, but on the other, its outcome is very well known. One who experiences it feels a tremendous weight, a lack of purpose, an inability to act, an unwillingness to go forward. And so, in order to represent this idea inside of our tiny tale, I thought it was only fitting to reach the end of our carving's journey. For this scene, I decided to go back to the bottom of the sea, the place towards which the carved seeds slowly sink and rest. And as a depiction of the heaviness brought by these accumulating tales of downfall, I pictured the seabed as a humongous being, a gigantic beast crushed by its own weight, stuck under the carvings. It is quite of a literal translation of the pathway that we drew, but I feel like it is fitting for the occasion. The seabed itself is an entity, and these endless tales of demise should have an impact on it. But in the end, despite this initial idea that seemed fairly decent from my point of view, its execution feels like it leaves something to be desired. I went into it without having a fully fledged image of how this beast should look like, and I would argue that it shows in the final piece. Its size is on point, but the interest of its shapes and its hard-to-read face are not quite what I was expecting going into this. I'm still happy with the ending, and the overarching meaning behind it though. And speaking of which, it might be time to get a look at the pathway that emerged from this scene. Its name is the Fate's Burial, and it states that all outcomes have already been decided. This is a powerful idea, one that has appeared here and there along our adventures, one that is once again pretty close to my own beliefs, and it's something that really got me curious lately. I'm genuinely wondering what kind of cards would someone else come up with if this person was in my place. The more pathways I create, and the easier it is to realize the patterns living in my own head, these point of views that keep on resurfacing, these ideas that repeat themselves over and over again, scene after scene. I sincerely try to expand my horizon and to put myself into others' eyes, but I can't deny this obvious fact. No matter how far we try to go, our early beliefs are the ones upon which we are building the rest of ourselves. We are constantly journeying through the same shape-shifting maze. Every route might seem like an entirely new and untraveled path, but it is only a rearrangement of what was before. Also, I believe. But in any case, if you end up finding inspiration from this card, I'd love to hear about it. Also, if you end up creating some artworks from one of our pathways, contact me. I'd probably be happy to send you some physical ones as a gift. But in the meantime, I wish you a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the wrap-up and a tiny recap of our tiny tale.